How's everybody doing? Welcome. I'm back. I know I've been a little bit absent as of late, the last few weeks. I apologize for that. I will come back to YouTube and make consistent content. I promise you guys that. There's been a lot going on in my life, lots of good stuff, mostly all good stuff. But, I had to take care of business. But let's talk about this hypothetical stuff that Bill Simmons brought up a few days ago. I believe it was sent to me by my very good friend Tyson. And I'm already going to assume that Bill said some crazy ass things because that's just what Bill Simmons does. But hey, let's check it out. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. And if he does what I think he's going to do, then we'll rip on him. But if not, we'll talk about his trade. So let's get to it.
Can I give you a couple trades?
Sure.
Okay, here we go.
Air trades?
Nope. Donovan Mitchell
Utah
trades.
calls Milwaukee
Ooh.
and says, we'll trade you Donovan Mitchell for Drew Holiday right now.
Interesting.
Who says no?
Is that a serious question? Duh. Utah says no. Well, let's see what he says, though.
I mean, if you're
Kyle, turn the fucking camera on.
Oh
if you're
my
Utah,
gosh.
I'm not doing that deal.
Thank you. See? Thank you, Kevin. Kevin has a brain.
I want picks, and
Of course.
Milwaukee doesn't have the assets. To
Facts.
Who's more of a winning player? I have Drew ranked higher than
Oh
So-
my
so you're-
god.
I might have been messing
Oh
around with the
my
trade value
gosh.
column for 3-4
Stop
hours
it,
a day.
Bill.
Okay.
I mean, without words.
Stop
it's just
it,
the
Bill.
ratings. I don't know if I'm capable of writing
So
the words
you're
anymore.
so you're saying if you're making that deal, if you're Utah, you're trying to still win.
If you're Milwaukee, I think
Answer the question. Answer the question. Don't go shy away from it. Like, what are we saying? What are we saying right now?
you hang up.
Really, hang up.
Hang up.
I think I'd rather have Drew Holiday than Donovan Mitchell.
You
I'm
think?
trying to win a title
You
with
think?
Giannis.
You think?
I haven't seen Donovan Mitchell play defense in
Oh
a
my
playoff series
God.
ever in his life.
Stop
But is that
it.
because he's unhappy and
That's
wants
'cause
to
you don't
push
watch
his
enough
way out of
basketball,
Utah?
Bill.
What
Or
does
is
that mean? Are you competitive or you're not competitive?
I mean, that's disappointing. Like Mitchell at Louisville, like in
He was
college.
a fucking turnstile in the
I know.
last playoff series.
It's
I
really
think Drew Holiday's a better player. I did.
See, I take back what I said. We will not give him the benefit of the doubt. I love Drew. I'm one of Drew's biggest fans, but he is not a better basketball player than Donovan Mitchell. No way in hell.
do.
So with Mitchell, so like at Louisville in college, he was
Facts.
busting his ass on defense. He was really
That's
good.
that's what he was known
early in
for.
career with the Jazz. He did that.
That's what
I
he was known
interviewed him
for.
last year, and he talked to me about how like the conditioning aspect.
And
has
they
been the
act like
toughest
he-
thing for him to learn in the NBA, like
Yeah.
how to know when to take rest and everything. I wonder if it's kind of a conditioning issue that's playing into the poor effort with somebody like him.
Or he's just not good defensively.
Might just be that too. He also small. That like no matter how good you are, you're always gonna.
I would rather have Drew Holiday than Donovan Mitchell.
I wouldn't.
I am on the record.
Mitchell scoring. I still believe in Mitchell. I'm buying Mitchell stock if you're selling it.
Would you rather have Darius Garland or Donovan Mitchell?
Oh my! Are you serious, bro? I might just have to end this video before he. Oh my gosh! Yeah, I'd rather have Donovan Mitchell. What?
Darius Garland, younger,
Right.
better deal.
But think about this.
And if you're Cleveland, I wouldn't want to trade for Mitchell. I don't think he's going to want to stay there long term. Mitchell's a big city
yeah, that's
guy.
fair. Would you rather have LaMelo Ball or Donovan Mitchell?
Donovan
Ball
Mitchell.
on the rookie deal, factoring that in.
Oh my! We're not talking about factoring. We're talking about straight players. Like, stop comparing. Stop trying to add all these little things to the idea of he's better. Like, no, like who's a better player right now? Who's a better player in the future? Spiders. What are we saying?
Yes.
Prisoners of the moment, bro.
Would you
Prisoners
rather
of the
Pascal
moment.
Siakam or Donovan Mitchell?
Oh my god.
That's interesting. Siakam.
You'd rather have Siakam. I would too. I
Yeah,
have him ranked higher.
I'd rather have Siakam. Yeah, but that's an interesting thought though for Toronto, considering their roster.
And you'd rather have Brandon Ingram than
Yes.
Donovan Mitchell
Oh, yeah.
at this point in their career.
Oh, I love Ingram. You know I love Ingram.
Would you rather have Dame Lillard or Donovan Mitchell?
Are we assuming Dame comes back as Dame, healthy? The abdomen
From
injury
his
is not an
weird
issue.
stomach thing?
Are we assuming that, or are we?
Yeah.
Is that in question?
This is my point.
Brandon
I don't
Ingram
think-
over Donovan
People
Mitchell.
think, oh, if they trade Mitchell, I don't know if his value is anything close to what
Yeah.
people seem to think it is.
And so many teams have guards,
Yeah.
or shot creators, right? And I think for Utah, like that's where Danny Ainge is going to feel out the market, and it's very possible he feels that Rudy Gobert can bring in a greater return than Donovan Mitchell for all the reasons that we're talking about. The concerns about his defense, the size, will he stay on this new team? And the fact is that with somebody like him, how many teams need a guard?
I think Danny
It's not
goes
that
to
many.
Orlando and says, "Give me all your white guys for Donovan Mitchell."
That's funny. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty
You're gonna
funny.
Franz Wagner
Yeah,
and Mo Wagner.
We're going back to the old '80s Utah Jazz. We're 75% white guys again.
Well, I wonder what the highest pick is that a team would give up for Mitchell.
Oh, the reason I brought up Mitchell, well, Zach LaVine probably wouldn't want to go to Utah, but
No.
if they called Chicago and said, "We'll flip you Donovan Mitchell for Zach LaVine,"
I would
who says
if
no
I'm Chicago.
faster? Because if I'm Utah, I'd rather have Zach LaVine.
I mean,
What?
if Zach LaVine's going to leave and you're Chicago, maybe you don't have a choice but to say yes.
I think you'd
In,
have to
in,
say
in a
yes.
case like that.
It's so crazy how last year, before last year's playoffs, or this year's playoffs started, right? And even to some extent, last year's playoffs, Donovan was just ranked so highly. And it just goes back to you're a prisoner of the moment. Same with Devin Booker. Before Chris Paul got there, Devin Booker was a super scorer that's not efficient. He does it on high volume. You heard all those exact same things from Bill Simmons, Mr. Loudmouth Bill Simmons, who was just a joke. Like, he just likes to
What
talk
about
shit for
Paul
no
George or
reason.
Donovan Mitchell,
George.
even despite all the surgeries and the wear and tear. It's like 30 years old.
I mean,
I have Paul George's.
Bro, Donovan Mitchell, without
he's
question.
still so good defensively, Bill.
Shout out to Dylan Berkey, who loves this segment and is just wearing a smoking jacket, thinking about how it's going to look on YouTube. Who'd you trade Donovan Mitchell for? I got you, Dylan. Yeah, my big picture point is, if I were them, I would trade Mitchell, because I actually think there's going to be certain teams that
But we just said how there's so few teams that might need
because
him.
We're smart. I'm saying there's a dumb team out there.
Oh,
What
okay.
if Sacramento?
The number 4 pick.
Yeah, what if Sacramento's like, we'll give you Davion Mitchell and the number 4 pick for Donovan Mitchell? I do think
How about the Pistons? You didn't mention
Okay. If the asking price is the number 4 pick and Davion Mitchell, you run to the airport 10 out of 10 times and you make that deal. With all due respect to Davion Mitchell, who I love, by the way, if that nets you Donovan Mitchell, Spider Mitchell, you do that 100% of the time. We're talking about 2 first-round picks, HB Holmes. If, again, Bill just out here being crazy, Mr. Bill, you know, crazy white dude who loves attention. If that's the asking price, number 4 and Davion, what is there to discuss? What are we saying right now? That is ludicrous. What are we saying right now? Oh my gosh. Oh man. That's really, really crazy.
them. Pairing Mitchell with Cade
because he needs the
Cunningham.
ball. He has to go to a team that
Does he need the ball, or is Cade the perfect guy to create shots for him, and they can create shots for each other?
100%.
Mitchell can play off ball.
100%. 100%.
Too.
I'll tell you who would say no in a heartbeat.
100%.
Minnesota and Anthony Edwards.
Oh yeah, I mean, of
They'd be
course.
like, "Are you
Yeah,
serious?"
mean-
there's no chance.
I mean,
Would you
that's
trade-
different.
Would Toronto trade Scotty Barnes for Donovan
No,
Mitchell?
no, you're trying to put
No,
Donovan
they
with
wouldn't,
Scotty
right? No
Barnes. Oh my gosh. That do not subscribe. That is just some horse, you know what, man? That's crazy. I got my blood sugar, going up pretty high in a heartbeat, man. That was fun, though. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. People that watch it live, people that watch this after. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you that low on Donovan Mitchell? Just like a lot of people are low on De'Aaron Fox. That's typically how it goes when you have a disappointing playoffs, right? In terms of Donovan Mitchell, all other fan bases will try and take that into account and favor their own team. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, buy his low stock. Like, no, if you're the Jazz, which I know Danny Ainge is smart, you'll be patient and you'll wait for the right deal. That's what good GMs do. That's what good presidents do. That's what good front offices do. So I don't buy much stock into what Bill Simmons says ever. He's the same dude that just said F Jalen Green not too long ago. Guy's a clown. So, it is what it is. Now I know why Tyson sent me this, because Tyson loves to get my blood sugar going. He knows that. But yeah, man, I appreciate the people that did tune in. To Mr. Noah, I'm definitely on the side of this pick or trade. This is more about what the Kings think of money, playoffs. He doesn't have a new deal by draft night, which is a mistake. If he doesn't, then the pick trade says more. We'll soon find out, man. Again, please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. We'll be back doing more draft coverage as it gets closer. It's right around the corner, y'all. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Peace.